Good morning, everybody. Uh, Welcome to those who weren't here for the 10:30 First Sunday talk. I forgot to introduce myself at that point, but I'm Claire. I'm one of the senior students here, and we kind of take turns leading the Sunday morning meditation. So I will be your meditation person this morning. And who's here for the first time? Nice. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully we can, oh yeah, you guys too. Hopefully we can chat over the break. So if you have any questions, I will be happy to try and answer those. You can also chat with maybe Kwong here. Yeah. So what we do on these Sunday morning meditations is we kind of have two different practices that we do. So the first one is just bringing our attention into the body and bringing it down into the center of the abdomen. And if you're familiar with mindfulness of breathing, we're basically doing that. So we're using the breath and just the bare physical sensations of the expansion and contraction of the abdomen as our object of meditation. And if you're familiar with meditation, you know that anything basically can be an object of meditation. So we're using these physical sensations because it's just kind of easier to let your mind rest on something that doesn't have a lot of conceptual hooks for your mind to get attached to. So we're going to rest the mind in the center of the abdomen. And then we're also going to rest the mind in sound. Oh yeah, welcome to the front row. Everybody's always welcome to sit on the front row, by the way. Like, you don't have to reach a certain level of awesomeness or something. It's very democratic. I think people are intimidated by the tables, maybe. You don't have to put anything on them. So we're going to take that time to rest here, but then we're also going to rest our attention on sound. And for that, we use the syllable hong, which is this. Or if you're not into Tibetan syllables, you can just think hong. And so that sound is not a word, it's just a syllable, and it's associated with awakened mind. So as we're sounding the sound hong, and if you feel uncomfortable sounding it, you don't have to, you can just listen to everyone else. We take the sound itself as our object of meditation. And it's actually really nice, I think, to have some exposure to different types of objects of meditation, because it might be that for you, sound is a really great object, and you can't keep your mind down here. Or it might be that keeping your mind down here is a really great object, and you shift to the sound and your mind just goes everywhere. So you can pay attention to that and just see what it's like for you to have these different types of objects. So we'll do that. Then we'll take a break, and we'll come back and we will have a couple of minutes to kind of settle back into a meditative state, but then we're going to do a meditation that's more oriented towards sharing, sort of heart opening, sharing any benefit that's come from this practice. So I'll explain that a little bit more after the break. And also before we start, there's a book that has been going around. Aha, Charlotte has the book. And we just put names in there of people maybe going through a difficult time or people who've recently passed away. So if you hear this term bardo again and again, in Tibetan Buddhism, the bardo is a state after someone has died and before they've taken rebirth, if you believe in that kind of thing. So before we start our practice, let's actually just sing the aspiration prayers on this sheet that I think Charlie has made sure that everyone has. And these aspirations, basically, they're an aspiration toward boundless love, boundless compassion, boundless joy, and boundless equanimity. So as we sing them, if you're at all familiar with the four boundless states, feel free to try and cultivate that in a light way. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. All right, with that as our motivation, let's kind of settle into our meditative posture. So I like to think, as I kind of settle into the posture, I like to think of the base of my body as being really heavy. And just imagine like all the weight of your body dropping into the base that's contacting your cushion or your chair. So your buttocks, your legs, your feet if they're on the ground. All the weight drops down there. Then the rest of your body is nice and light. So I like to imagine a string just pulling the crown of my head up so that my spine is nice and long, and then I relax. So you have nice straight spine, naturally supported by the body. And then you can imagine from the base of your spine, a plumb line or roots or whatever feels good, just dropping down through the floor, through the top layers of the earth, all the way down to the center of the earth. And if you feel that your mind is becoming really distracted during this session, you can come back to this image of the plumb line just dropping down. You can feel the grounding, feeling yourself being kind of pulled down by the earth, settle deeply in the base of your body. So with that posture to support us, now we're going to invite the mind to be similar to the body. So the body is upright but relaxed, and we're going to invite the mind to be settled, stable, but bright at the same time. So if you'd like, you can just imagine with each in-breath that your attention rides into your body, that you're letting go of past and future, letting go of everything outside this room, letting go of everything outside your body, and just settling into that point a few finger widths below the navel and a few finger widths inside the body. And inevitably, your attention will wander out from the center of the abdomen again. But every time you realize that it's wandered, see if you can just feel what it's like to be distracted or to be thinking about your knee that hurts or wherever your mind has gone. What does it feel like to be absorbed into that thought or that sensation? And then what does it feel like to come back down into the center of the abdomen and to feel your mind rest again? What is that like? As many times as you realize that your mind has wandered off, you get that many opportunities to just make an observation, almost like a scientific observation. What does it feel like in my mind and body to be distracted? What does it feel like in my mind and body to come back? So now we'll bring our attention to the sound Hong. So if you can, just let your mind kind of be absorbed into that sound. See what it's like to focus in that way. Now your mind can settle back down into the center of the abdomen. And if you find yourself really distracted, you can always come back to the intention to invite your mind into your body with the in-breath. Or you can come back to this image of dropping a plumb line down from the base of the spine and really getting connected, deeply grounded with the center of the earth. So let's take about a 10-minute break and get some snacks, get some tea, take a bio break, and then we will come back and do the second part of the meditation.
Gems from deep in my pained heart, see me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Welcome back, everybody, from the break. So on the second part of the practice, we'll just take a minute to kind of come back into our meditative state of mind / heart / body / energy. And then we're going to sound the sound ah 3 different times. So I'll just describe what we're going to do now so that I can refer to it super briefly in our actual meditation. So the first time that we sound ah, we imagine a white light kind of spreading out from our heart center and dissolving our entire body into light, all the cells, and this light has the quality of like wisdom and compassion and healing. So we're dissolving ourselves with the first ah. With the second ah, we're going to ascend light from our hearts to everyone else in the room and also receive light from their hearts to ours. So it's just kind of this moment to connect with each other. And then with the third ah, we as a group send out all the good energy that we've experienced during this entire time, our meditation, our awe practice. We're going to send it out to all living beings, or as close to that as your mind can get. So, you imagine it going out through Houston and the US and the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, solar system, galaxy, universe, all 3 times, whatever you feel like. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And this is a really simple version of like a loving kindness meditation. So if all of that feels weird to you, you can just kind of focus on inviting your heart to open and to be willing to connect with other folks, whatever that means to you. Okay, so let's just bring the attention back into the body first. Kind of refresh our posture. Have that sense of the base of the body being heavy, plumb line dropping from the base of the spine. If you want, you can imagine using the in-breath to invite your mind back into the body and back into the present moment. If you feel any tension in your body, you can invite that to relax. So if you like, you can check in with your face, around your eyes and your jaws, and if you feel any tension, you just invite it to relax. You can check in with your shoulders and your upper back. If you feel tension, you can invite it to relax. You can check in with your lower abdomen and your lower back. If you feel tension, just invite it to relax. So now we'll sound the first ah and imagine the body dissolving into light. With the second ah, we send and receive the light. With the third ah, we expand the light out. Nice. And that concludes the second part of our practice. So let's sing the dedication verse, and then David, would you bring me the book when you also come up to do the blessing? Thank you. So we'll do the dedication verse from this sheet. And when we say, by this good, may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone to reach that very ground. What we basically mean is like, may my practice, may it not just be for me, but as I'm more able to be grounded, to be compassionate, to be kind, may I also actively try and, bring that into my relationships with others. So if you hear that and you're like, Guru, what? That's basically all we mean. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, Lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. Thank you. Now let's sing the blessing verse. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. Thank you. So today we dedicate our practice to all living beings, of course, and especially to Buddy Henderson and the Bardo and family, Frederica Tittle and the Bardo and family, Taliesin Meche and the Bardo and family, Pat Macon and the Bardo and her family and Dharma family, Jerry and her family, Farah, Joseph, Mary, Cheryl, Cole, Zebadia, Maradia, Ray Houston, Allison Lyons, Stella, Laura, Francis Larks, Noel Rodriguez in the Bardo, Barbara Quackenbush, the Brown family, Amando Guerra, Amy Jia, Yongyan Mai, Perdi, Athena, Ying Zhang in the Bardo, Emma, Doris, Hal, Barbara, Tom Cadell and brother Mike in Bardo, Kaisu, Deanna, Sue Harmon in the Bardo, 616, Jay, Margareta Gilboy in the Bardo, 629, Dwayne, Dominica, Raphael, William, Julie, and Angelia. And let's just sound one final awe to share with all those folks on the list and anyone else in your mind. Right. So, if you have not been to our Teaching Tuesdays yet, you can catch those in person or online. Those are first and third Tuesdays of the month. And we will not have a Teaching Tuesday this Tuesday because it is July 4th. And we don't want you to have to choose between Dharma and fireworks or beer. And so I think you should have gotten in the newsletter a link to some alternate videos that you can watch instead. We have all the Sunday morning first Sunday teachings online. We have lots of videos of Ann and Harvey doing different teachings. We have a podcast, so you can check out teachings and meditations that they've done back in the day. So you have lots of resources. If you're sitting around Tuesday evening and you're like, man, I really want some meditation action, we can hook you up online. Also on August 6th, we're going to have our next installment of Sharing Space, our Buddhist-Muslim dialogue. So this time we are going to provide some lunch after the first Sunday teaching of August, which Harvey will be doing. You should totally come, 10:30. And we have invited our friends from the Turquoise Center, which is a mosque on the west side of town, to come back. They've already come here a couple of times. And they fed us a couple of times too. They're really good cooks. So we're gonna have some lunch here, and you're welcome to come. And I'm gonna do a little presentation on meditation in Buddhism and what it is and why we do it. So if you want to learn more about that, you're welcome. And after that, we're gonna open it up for some group discussion. So the folks coming over are Sufis, and they have some meditative and contemplative traditions of their own that are super cool. So if you want to learn about that and just meet some fun folks, mostly from Turkey, but also from other places too, you're welcome to come for that. So there's that. There's, what else should I be announcing right now? Yeah, oh, that's right. How could I not think of this? So we are going to have a special symposium in September on the evening of the 15th and all day on the 16th. So it's a Friday evening and a Saturday, to celebrate. And we had a big party for Harvey when he turned 70, and now it's Anne's turn. So we're having a symposium for her. So there should be information on the website and in our newsletter. And if you don't get our newsletter and you want to, just make sure you leave your email with us at where you registered, and just check that you want to receive the newsletter, and we will sign you up so you don't miss the awesomeness. And speaking of awesomeness, if you want to join the Dharma family here, you can become a member. If you join for just $40 a month, you will get access to all the Teaching Tuesdays. So whether you can make them here or not in person, you will get access to all the videos and the teachings for free. So please join us. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to talk to you afterwards, or there's Kwong, or just come find one of us, and we're happy to chat. So thanks, everybody. And please feel free to take this home, and even just 5 minutes of meditation a day can be really helpful. Oh, and I forgot one more important thing. This is the summer of Qigong at Dawn Mountain. So I have been doing Qigong these last few weeks at our 9:30 time instead of yoga. And starting next week, it's going to be my teachers in Houston, Brandy Beckett and Simon Cox. They're super awesome. They're Taoists. Have you ever wanted to meet a Taoist? Come do some Qigong here. You can chat with them afterwards about, like, what is Taoism? What do y'all do? And so I think that's going to be really cool. And so we're doing Qigong through August 6th. So come on out, get your Qi on, get ready to meditate. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good one.